I'm going to talk about praxis. What is praxis? Next, praxis is actually refers to learned motor activity. In other words, is a generation of variational movement for the performance of particular action or any action to make achieve a goal. Is also a neurological process that facilitates skilled and adaptive motor function. It's not just motor planning, but also doing action. So why is practice important? Practice is the ability to execute movement, like for example, to perform any movement when we get dressed, or perform any motor activity because of this ability. Practice is a part of in our daily life because any action involves because of this ability. This ability is required in order to carry out simple but more important activities such as talking or tasks or smiling. Next. So types of practice, there is 7 types of practice. There is idiomotor practice. Idiomotor practice is the ability to perform intentional movement or simple gestures. Second, additional practice is the ability to manipulate object or tool in a sequence of motor actions involving knowledge of object function, knowledge of action. Third is facial practice, the ability to perform intentional movement or gestures with different parts of the face. For example, lips, eyes, tongue, eyebrows, cheeks. Fourth is visual-constructive practice, ability to plan and perform or execute the movement necessary to like organize a series of elements in space to draw like copy or figure. After that, we have the there is apraxia. Apraxia is the opposite work of praxis. So apraxia is a neurological disorder characterized by inability to perform learn or familiar movement in order. Even though the command or order is understood and there is a willingness to perform this movement, both the desire and the capacity to move and present, but the person simply can't do it or can't perform this act. Patient with apraxia cannot use tools or perform such as like, for example, tying shoes or button shirts. This is a requirement, but they can't do it. Inability to do it. Next, types of apraxia. Next. Types of apraxia. There is 7 types of apraxia. Limb kinetic apraxia, idiomotor apraxia, conceptual apraxia, additional apraxia. Limb kinetic apraxia is the inability to make precise or exact movement with a finger or arm or leg. Idiomotor apraxia is the inability to carry out order from the brain to mimic limb or hip movement performed. Conceptual apraxia is like much more like idiomotor, like confers to a more profound malfunction in which the function of tools is no longer understood. Additional apraxia is an inability to create a plan for a specific movement. Then we have the fifth is Picofacial apraxia. It's also called oral apraxia, is inability to coordinate and carry out facial and lip movements such as whistling, coughing, winking, like that. Then we have constructional apraxia, is affects the person's ability to draw or simple to draw or copy simple diagrams or to construct simple figures. We have also oculomotor apraxia, is a condition in which a patient finds it difficult to move their eyes. So there is signs and symptoms of apraxia. So as I said, apraxia is a person inability to perform movement in the absence of any physical paralysis. For example, he can understand what he wants to do, but he can't do it. He can't perform it. When movement is initiated, it's usually very clumsy, like uncontrolled, unsuitable, In some cases, movement may occur unintentionally, involuntary, for example. Apraxia sometimes are combined by aphasia, as a loss of ability to use words. As I said, the specific type of apraxia, I said it. Yes. Next, causes of apraxia. Cause of apraxia is caused by a defect in the brain pathway that contain memory of learned patterns of movement. The lesion of may be the result of certain metabolic or neurological disorder involved in the brain, particularly in the frontal lobe of the left hemisphere of the brain. Tissue or cellular damage lesions to other specific parts of the brain. Stroke or wounds or tumors can also cause apraxia. How is apraxia treated? Until now, there is no cure for apraxia, but there is a speech language pathologist. He can therapy. We can use speech therapy to treat the patient. For example, talk and give a speech to the people. That's it. Thank you.